everybody, it's been a while. You know, I take a little vacation to North Carolina and business dries up for a little while. Well, we have a Fender Kingman acoustic bass. Really nice acoustic bass with the jazz neck. You know, fret sprout, we got to polish the frets. Everything is tuned. He's a half step down. And I still got my 12 out from the last job. I can't even remember what that was. It was before North Carolina. Okay, so we're going to go to the 7th fret. And that is nice. It's a little less than 12, and I don't think there's any buzz. Everything seems to be fine there. Let's go ahead and get rid of these strings and polish up the frets and oil the fingerboard. Alright, so I'm polishing with micro mesh here. We're starting with some 1500. These frets are getting pretty munched. It's not going to be long before he needs a fret crown, level and crown. But I think you can get through another season without that. They're not that bad. So anyhow, yeah, 1500 grit, which is equal to 600 sandpaper, just easier to deal with. And yeah, micro mesh is kind of spongy. You could roll it up and it's just more comfortable and faster to work with. So 1500, 1800, 2400, 3200, 4000, 3600, and 4000. And they offer up a better shine. So I'm just going to let the camera roll and I'm going to shut up and I will fast forward this so you can see the progress and how spanky clean these frets get. So our linseed oil of choice is Gamblin refined linseed oil. What it does is it penetrates the board, it moisturizes the board, and then it kind of seals the moisture in, which is different than your lemon oil type stuff that really all it does is gives you an oil scent. It's a little bit of oil, but it really doesn't do anything to keep contaminants out, and it goes away after a very little while. And if you're a gigging musician, I don't even know who my audience is. If you are a gigging musician, you don't have time for that kind of mess. So we do this, and it lasts upwards of a year. And also, top tip, never throw that in the garbage. Get rid of it on its own. That way you don't have any spontaneous combustion of your rags. Nobody wants their rags to self-combustate. So that's that. Well, let's wipe it off. You don't leave it on. You wipe it off. And it leaves you with a really nice result. So we got beautifully polished frets and a nicely oiled, protected fingerboard. Next thing is we're going to put some graphite paste in the nut slots, and this is one of those string trees that has the guides in it, so we're going to put some in there too. Strings we're going to use are Fender's 45 to 100 acoustic bass guitar strings. And this string, or this, had a rough time coming out. Always bend your string over. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go with 4. Maybe 3. Once again, down in the hole. Bend it over, turn it. Come on, get on there. There we go. Bend back a little bit here because that's just helps with our tuning. Okay, next string. Alright, stretching strings. I stretch it on both sides of the nut. let's tune it. Top tip. You want to keep your tuning machines nice and fingerproof free for your customers. So what do? Mist your fingers with a glove on. Doesn't that look smart now? Nice polished frets. Let's take a look at where our relief is. We want 12th thou, which is what we had before. Holding at the body joint and the 3, 5, 7th fret. That's where we were before. Man, when you bend these strings, that is reward enough whenever you bend the strings and you don't feel gritty frets. They're like mirrors, boys and girls. So where do we end up? We're still where I left it. Oops. Still where I left it there. We're at 6/64. Just a hair under. If I pull the... Yeah, it's a little higher than 5/64. And that is right on the line of 4/64. So that's almost where it should be. That's a little more than 5. That's a little more than 5. And that's a little more than 5. So we brought it down a little bit. But what do? We polished the frets. We oiled the fingerboard with some what was that? Boiled linseed oil, and took a little bit off of that bridge, make it a little nicer. Put some graphite paste in the nut slots in the string tree, new strings, polished frets, and just a general cleanup is all it needs. So one last thing to do before we call this done. Well, it is done, but I just want to play it through the amp. Make sure there's no noise in any of the controls. Sounds like a bass guitar that's acoustic. I want to thank you for joining us tonight, and while we're here, I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe, because I only have to get 11 more subscribers to get to 1,500. I know that's small potatoes for most people, but for me it's a big deal. I'd love you for a long time. If you're in the greater Pittsburgh area, you need your guitar brought up to par, I'm down there Sewickley. Go ahead and hit me up on the Facebook, send me an instant message. Take care of your old folks. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. Peace. Have a great night.